rows of runes are in oppositional pairing to one another, and you get some interesting effects. And when you add up the numerical values for oppositional pairing, you get, what is it? It's 24, or what is it?
Every time you add them, it's the same number, 24.
It's 24. And then the third inner one is actually
well, it's 25, but that's okay.
It's 25. Oh well. is the runic circle upside down to get the third one, and then inside that again you have the Berks County 8-pointed star, and then inside that is the Icelandic Galdr stave known as the Helm of Awe. The Helm of Awe was something that was used. I've heard that it's considered to be like the third eye of a snake. It's to make you invincible in battle, or that's how it was used in Scandinavia. It's probably the most well-known Galdr stave that they have. And those are the two that I originally put together, the Icelandic and the Pennsylvania German.
In growing up, I would refer to it as snowflake.
It looks like a snowflake. I have the necklace on, and people say, "Oh, it's a snowflake." Oh, I like snow. I wish it would snow. Yes, exactly.
Explain to them what it is, Pat.
It is. It's the Agishilmar, and it is called the Helm of Awe. Can I change this?
Sure.
I'm going to bring up a different one for a second.
Okay.
And it was used in battle. Sometimes they would paint it. It said, paint it on their foreheads. Okay. Thank you. Paint it on their foreheads, or on their sword hilts, or on their spears, along with other runes. So there's another rune that was used quite often, the Tiwaz rune for the warrior rune. But this was often painted on their foreheads because they believed that, one, it would make them invincible, and two, it would make them invisible to their enemies.
You just said the same thing for both, didn't you? Invisible?
And invincible.
Oh, invincible.
Yeah, invincible. Okay. Like nothing will touch, no spears or swords will, and also invisible.
Okay.
Invisible. So
I was getting it as.
Anyway, wait a minute. Those are the same things. So this is one that I did. I saw this on a. This is not This is a step away from hexology, but we have a few things like that, where we go to other traditions, and we do other things. And so I saw a book plate with these warriors on it, and I figured, because we use a taping technique to do a lot of this work.
You mean you put on tape?
You tape. You create the wood. You tape it. You draw on there what you want, and then you cut and paint, cut and paint, cut and paint, and then you finish off with smaller brushes, fine work. So this was a little bit of work, but those two guys on either side, that thank goodness came out okay after I did all the cutting, are berserkers. This piece is called the Berserker. And Berserker were the absolutely crazy warriors who gave no thought at all to bodily harm or anything else, and they were the ones you sent into battle to scare the bejeebers out of the other side. So we used the Helm of Awe again. I picked up I think one of yours, the same style that you used in one of Hunter's other hexes, and just put it in the middle to show the warrior aspect of the helm. So this is actually now pre-Christian European mythology.
But it's a bind rune, though.
It's a bind rune. It's eight Algiz runes. Algiz is the rune. It almost looks like a trident, and it's a rune of protection. It's a rune of guardianship or protection, and it's 8 of them. And then because it's a Galdr stave, you have all these other cross hatchings and things. You'll see different types of cross hatchings. But that's what that is. That's why. So it's kind of a step away from hexology, but basically the same